going on, guys? It's Kyle here and welcome back to another video. Today on my channel I'm going to be doing something a little different, but at the same time it's really not that different. So over the past couple days I've watched every single major and original Star Wars film in the entire Luke Skywalker saga. That's what they call it, episodes 1 through 8, because 9 hasn't come out yet. 9 comes out this year. And this was my first time watching every single Star Wars film, and I had a really big blast, man. I love all these films, really. I mean, some of them I hate, but others I love. And honestly, I'm surprised I hadn't watched this beforehand, because I've been told many times in my past by people on YouTube and by people in my personal life, how have you not seen a single Star Wars movie in your entire life? Like, it's one of the biggest movie franchises of all time. How have you not seen it? And my answer to that is I never really got into it. I don't know why. I just saw a movie. I just saw it right there, and I was like, I don't know if I would ever get into it, and I was too scared to even try it. But I finally told myself, you know what? Screw it. I'm sitting down watching all these films. Not in one sitting, because that'd be fucking insane. But I wanted to sit down, watch all these movies, and give you my thoughts on them. So what you're about to see in this video is a compilation, kind of every single reaction I did to every single Star Wars movie I watched on my Stardust, which I always link down below if you haven't checked it out. I mean, if you love movies and you love me, I mean, you gotta watch it. It's gonna start us. You're allowed 30 seconds to give your complete thoughts on any movie, any TV show you desire, and that's what I did. So I'm taking all my reactions from my Stardust to all these Star Wars movies that I watched and put them into one big compilation just for you guys. And they're all 30 seconds. And I do want to give you one disclaimer. I did not watch the spin-offs, including Rogue One and Solo. I don't know why I didn't. I just didn't. I wanted to get the original ones out of the way, and maybe someday I'll watch the other ones, but needless to say, this was a fun experience, and it took me about 2 or 3 days, and batshit insane for doing this, but I wanted to watch them all, and I think I watched like 2 a day. Like, that was crazy. At the end of the video, you'll know which one was my favorite and which one was my least favorite. But anyways, let's get on with the video. Enjoy it. Just checked out Star Wars: A New Hope, the very first Star Wars, for the first time. I know, I haven't seen a single Star Wars movie, but I think I'm gonna finally start watching these because I quite enjoyed this. It was very fun, action, energetic. I love the charm of this movie. The graphics slash special effects looked really good, especially for like its time period. I feel like there's a lot of things I need to catch up on, so I'll be doing that pretty soon. But honestly, great movie. Just checked out Empire Strikes Back, and I really liked it. It was way more fun than the first one. I liked how they expanded more characters and you get to learn more about them. The music was pumped up to the max. I really liked the music in this one. I liked how they play that same theme every time Darth Vader was on screen. Obviously, it's a big reveal. Not gonna spoil it, but you should already know by now. It's been around for how many years now. But really great reveal how they did it. Such an epic battle sequence at the end, and I'm starting to like these movies now. Just checked out Return of the Jedi, which is the final movie in the first trilogy of the Star Wars saga, and I really liked it. It was such an awesome, epic conclusion to the first Star Wars trilogy. There was a weird part at the beginning, which I was like, is this Star Wars? Like, there's like these weird people singing in this bar, which the first hour of this movie is very different from the last hour. But anyways, it's like 2 different movies, but they're great movies, and I love this movie. It was awesome. Just checked out The Phantom Menace, the first of the prequels, and honestly, guys, I kind of have mixed feelings about it. I think there's really cool parts like that ending climax between Darth Maul and Obi-Wan was freaking badass. I mean, that whole sequence was badass, but like Jar Jar Binks did not need to be added. Like, he was kind of cute and funny at some points, but he got really annoying really fast. I like how they're all setting up all the characters to be who they are in the future. Just kind of a mixed. Okay, just watched episode 2, Attack of the Clones, and this was way better than episode 1. This is not a good movie. I explain at the end. This was way better than episode 1, partly because Jar Jar Binks is hardly in it at all. And I thought this movie was a little too long. They could have definitely shortened this one, but my god, I think every single climax of this film is badass. Like, every single film I've seen of the Star Wars just always has the most badass and epic conclusion ever. This is probably the first dark ending of a Star Wars movie as well, so. Just watched Revenge of the Sith, and this is easily the best of the prequels. Oh my god, this movie was so freaking dark. It definitely earns the PG-13 rating. I think Hayden Christensen's acting was a little better in this one. I don't know, it was kind of bad. But I love how everything just folds in at the end. Like, oh my god, one of the most epic conclusions to a trilogy. I mean, I think it's a better conclusion to this trilogy than it was for the original trilogy, so really good. Just watched The Force Awakens, and man, this was a pretty good movie. On the one hand, I liked it because of the cinematography, the music, of course, and the action sequences are great. But on the other hand, I thought there wasn't really enough Star Wars. You know, of course, you got the fan service, you know, got to bring back Han Solo and Leia and Luke and Chewbacca, all the good stuff. But, like, there hardly was any lightsaber duels. There was hardly, like, any really good villain. I mean, Kylo Ren's cool and all, but he's nowhere near as a villain as Darth Vader. Some more thoughts. I actually really enjoy the new characters they brought with Rey and Finn. I like the two new characters. I think I like Rey a little bit more just because how badass she was in that final conclusion of the climax. When there was lightsaber duels, they were cool and all, and they just didn't even hold like a candle to like the ones in the prequels and even the original trilogy. But honestly, it was a pretty good movie. I don't know. Alright, just watched Star Wars The Last Jedi, and this was good. I think Force Awakens was a little better than this one, but this one kind of gets ridiculous towards the end, but Kylo Ren proved himself to be kind of a good villain in this one. I liked him as a character in this one. And Rey discovers her powers, great action sequences, music, cinematography, it's all there. It just kind of feels very generic, but it wasn't terrible, so I give it 4 stars. Now that I officially watched all the Star Wars films, I'm not going to rank them all because that would take a long time. I'm just going to give you my favorite and my least favorite. So this is actually my favorite Star Wars film that I watched, and I just love it because of how like menacing it was, how you can really get to learn about Darth Vader, and just like some of the best action scenes. Obviously one of the most memorable scenes in the whole damn like saga at the very end, about him finding out Luke is his son, so I love it. So I think I'm going to change my review on this one. I think this is definitely the worst movie in the entire saga.
See? I told you. Please don't hate me, okay? I don't like the prequels.
Mainly because there's a lot of boring parts I found out, and I don't know, it just kind of felt weird. It didn't really feel like Star Wars. I mean, there was some great lightsaber duels, let's be honest, but like, it just, I don't know, it felt out of place. The dialogue between Anakin and Padme is terrible, but I don't know, man. Just didn't like this one. My least favorite one.
And there you have it. That is my entire reviews, kind of. I only gave you 30 seconds because I don't feel like sitting down and giving you my entire thoughts about these movies because that would take too long, and I'm a lazy son of a bitch. So I decided to give you the meat and potatoes of it. But anyways, if you did enjoy this video and you want to see more, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to see some more content like this. And also don't forget to leave a comment letting me know what's your favorite Star Wars movies and what's your least favorite. I'm really curious to hear the divisiveness of my comments. Don't forget to follow my socials down below. They'll be in the description box. Click the links. They'll send you to my socials, my Instagram, my Stardust, you know the gist. Anyways, thank you for watching. Have a great day, and peace out. Bye, guys.